What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to Let's Play 7 Nights Flashpoint. I'm playing on broken Chrome difficulty. I've basically allowed myself save so that I can save scum to get new content, and such new content is here. This is the brand new map that, for me, was added yesterday or the day before, and so we get to, even though we have kind of sort of reached the end of what is currently story content in terms of like obvious story content in this point of early access. There are new maps to play, and also I'm going to try to force on the best limit breaks to get the power play storylines as well. So we'll keep this Let's Play alive for as long as I can get new content into it. And so we've got a Q gap spike mission here for B Tuna on the brand new map up against D Street. So street level faction, and there's a gold key. We bought all kinds of leverage and whatnot. We've got the gold key, we've got the Matrix Snoop. I bought a deck shield because orange hosts can do decent damage to your cyber deck, and I wanted that to not happen. Final thing to bring up is that actually I crafted a new club. So we've got a level 4 legendary melee weapon here, so pretty solid damage. Also, with Diego finishing his Slaga Smash storyline, we got access to some new weapon mods, and so we've got +2 accuracy, +25 pure damage on every single one of my melee weapons here. So pretty meaningful DPS increase off that. This is the squad, my first time playing the mission in earnest, so let's get it. Playing this map in earnest, I should say. We are in just short of enemy contact. So we got to get to the Matrix Terminal, which is up there, on high ground. That's a little bit scary. And then once we get the CPU, we can, of course, go for the extract. All right, so welcome to Broken Highway. Let's see what we've got for ourselves here. Definitely pretty open. Actually, very large as well. Wow, okay. So secondary objectives are for killing 7 and getting relatively low security level. It doesn't seem too bad. Obviously, our CPU host is going to be over here. Don't know where the evac is. We're going to escalate every 4 turns, or 3 1/3. Here is our... This is oh, is this opened up only by the host? It's... Yeah, it looks like it's tied in. No, it's not. Hang on, I'm trying to get it into the... Wait, I can just do it this way. Hold on, I can inspect. Yeah, so it did some cameras. It gets 4 cameras and then some landmines. That makes sense. Why could I not find the gold key, like the panel? Am I griefing? I don't know. I'm unsure, but I don't see a panel, so I'm not trying to open this door. Maybe it's in the maybe it's on that host after all, and I just didn't see it in the link. I'm not sure. If it's a bug, I'll report it. No big deal. Okay, let's think about our plan for playing this mission out. Obviously, I want this loot if I can help it. I'm spawning kind of near the back here. So, based on a lot of these patrols, I'm going to actually initially see if we know... Like, if they're going to run toward... Yeah, this guy's going to probably be able to see us, right? When he walks forward. Getting to about here has a good chance of spotting us. He's going pretty far away, which means we can kind of catch him down here. These cameras going to be annoying. Probably to shut them both down and then dissolve the corpse. All in kind of one fell swoop. And then we'll have to kind of swing back for this side. I can probably ditch the prox mine. I don't have to kill him, but I might anyway. Like, I'd really want to open this gate if I could, but I'm not sure. Like, I just don't see the gold key panel. Is it somewhere else? There's a lockbox here, right? So we're gonna get to this side, get rid of this guard, get rid of these cameras so we can get rid of the guard. Swing all the way back around, get to here, grab these boxes, and then probably swing all the way up here as well, grab these boxes, and then go for the host. And then once we're at the host, we have like these boxes on this side, and that'll kind of be it. I don't see, and maybe you can see it and I can't. I don't see any other, oops, wrong thing. I don't see anywhere where I would see like a gold key panel. Like I don't, normally it's like right next to the barrier. So I don't know if it's bugged or what, but I don't know how I would get in here. Which is too bad. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I have infinite favor access since I rescued the wire host from Carnivore, but still. Alright, so the plan is... Yeah, you're going to turn toward me. You're not quite in vision range. You might be in vision range of my hacker. Regardless, my goal is definitely to book it downwards somewhat. So I'm going to tactical surge, because of course I am. I have no active leverage. This is all for hacking. I'm going to... hang on. Yeah, I'm going to briefly yield. Have Talon throw down Coordinated Charge. I've multi-classed him into Soldier. And then I'm going to go ahead and start... Actually, is it like in here? No, it's just a laser gate that's blocking a door that, you know, one could theoretically use, but, you know, I'm not going to. Right, there's nothing here. Nothing to care about. Alright, so Line Crawler. Knock that down. I will probably... Do I have to use both, actually, or can I use my hacker to use... he's got packet loss, right? So ideally, I want both people to start their cooldowns so that... we want both to start their cooldowns so that they can both start the recharge rate. Then we have them back for something like... You can probably sneak through here, that's fine. But maybe, like, this camera or something, depending on where we go. I don't know, things to think about. Regardless, her sword, or his sword, is his best weapon. But, well, and someone's got to get here anyway, right? So, how do we basically... How can we turn off this camera and go kill the guard with efficient action points, which means, like, somebody's running into melee range using a sword, probably, because my best damage per AP. And I just might not have that. So I might just go here and say, yeah, you're going to stand kind of out in the open. We'll have someone else follow up with you. Ideally, this person dies in a way that doesn't show up on top of the camera. And so I can still have time for my hacker turning off the camera and my Scourge doing other stuff. So let's go here. Ideally, I want to shoot from silence, like from not being seen. Because if I'm hidden and I shoot you, I have guaranteed chance to hit. And because you die, I should stay hidden, I believe. Yeah, I stay hidden here. We don't have to go... Man, this is still... I'm just so stuck on this. Because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be able to do about this. But, I mean, I clearly can't walk in. And I don't see a door. I'm just going to hope that it's part of the Matrix host. But I obviously don't see a reason for a gold key to do anything. Here, I'll send in a... Can't find the gold key panel. On the new map, I can't find a panel for using my gold key leverage. Okay, maybe you can see it and I can't, but... Anyway, so the plan is... I guess bypass the side of the map then entirely. I will probably still... So I could use Rewind on him, actually. If I use Rewind on him, he'll get some initiative and move speed. He'll get Line Crawler back. And he's got bonus move speed, so we can kind of like grab this box and rejoin us. And so I kind of want my team to actually handle this side of the map. You're probably going to... Actually, you could easily be moving. I don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna just use look ahead right now. You're running away, so I don't have to care about you. You basically, as long as we can kind of hide from you, right? As long as we're behind some cover, you're not going to spot us. So I'm going to move my team kind of behind this truck. And that way he should be useless. And then we can clean up his body. I have to have the Scourge clean up the body still, but that's not horrible. Actually, you know what? No. I have to clean up the body anyway, so let's run the team over. It's not pretty, but... Let's go here. That's in range. Okay, that's gone. I can yield, and I'm going to have you run... Well, actually, does he have Signal Growth still? I might have actually unlearned that already. You do have Signal Growth still. I don't expect someone to walk into this corpse, honestly, so... I don't think I have to dissolve the body. I think we can play for... waiting this patrol out, and then moving up this way. Alright, that's going to be us. Alright, we're learning your patrol route. We know you're just kind of standing around, at least for now. We'll know what you're doing next turn. You're running around, okay. Yep, we know you're running away. I decided I'm not going to use Dissolve. You're running toward us. We should be okay with this getting blocked. And I can go for a stun or something and make this happen pretty reliably. So I'm going to yield. I'm going to let Amble start things out. He's not going to get a ton to do here, but I'm going to go for... Like, you don't even have to kill him, but I think it just makes it a little bit easier to just clean stuff up and not have to worry about, like, another guard at some point later on. And I'm also going to save stun charge because I don't believe I'm going to need to use all my damage here. Or I believe I can kill him, rather, I should say. I'm gonna have the Cyber Knight actually go deal some of the damage here, if I can. Is my gun gonna be too loud? Looks like no, I can shoot from here and it's okay. Shoot from here? There we go. If I shoot from here, there's only one guy in earshot. Alright, that's gonna be the play. That seems reasonable. We'll make sure that the UI updates appropriately. This looks fine. How far away are you? 18 meters. We can check the gun sound range at 17 meters, right? So this should be totally fine. We're not guaranteed to hit, but it should be okay overall. Okay, you're very low now. And so you're done. And this guy gets to run in here. And with 4 action points, he's not guaranteed the kill on the first strike. Unfortunately, I can't get to a spot where I have enough AP left and in melee range, so oh well. Just run in here. Strike, strike. I'm pretty sure 2 melee hits will always kill here. First melee hit might kill. Good. Then that's an easy dissolve. And if I can, let's Venom Trap somebody. It's kind of free upside. These can go really far if I can get a good bounce. There we go, like this. That seems reasonable. It's 75 free damage. I'm not going anywhere else anyway. We'll dissolve his body after he's dead. That all seems very reasonable. No one's about to run into us. You might be scaring a little bit, but not yet. Okay. Well, we will clean up what we can. No line crawler bounce. Am I worried about you? I might be. I'm not worried about you. I don't think I'm worried about you. Like, even if you see me, you won't be able to do anything. Like, you won't have enough action points. New guard over there, that's fine. And you're gonna die pretty quickly. Thank you, level 3 weapons. Way more damage. You love to see it. Alright, so you're already done, which means the only guards left to move are you 3. You 2 definitely don't endanger me, and I'm going to wait on you to see if they do anything special about you. I'm going to start by going here so I can signal grip to get the cooldown started. I don't expect anyone to walk onto the body, although it's... Oh, I see. This is like fully blocked. Oh, okay. I understand that. Either way, at least signal grip is done. That looks decent. Unfortunately, his coordinated charge is running out next turn, so... I mean, I can try to get him to join the team to be able to cast it, but that's going to be a little bit tough. Oh well. Yeah, you're not in danger. You're going that way, so we can bypass you probably. You might catch my agent. I've got to be a little bit careful. And now we can go make progress. Figure, let's grab the box. Let's dissolve the corpse. Okay, fine. And then that camera would see me if it turned around. Actually, not quite at that range, but eventually it would reveal me. Still want to grab this stuff here. The camera's going to get really annoying, actually. Yeah, like, we can use the mines to get through, like, this area. We can just dodge the radar. We can go up here, come around, go around this way, grab this loot. I'm not sure what this pressure sensor does. There's no reason to be here. Right, I don't think there's anything, like, to achieve. I guess you could sneak through like this and come around. You can go that way anyway. Yeah, whatever. Because, yeah, you can go this way and get up to the stairs regardless. Of course, we do need to go up the right-hand side, so this direction is vaguely correct for us. Right, we're going for this stuff. I want to throw down poison if I can, but I think I'm not in range for anything good. I could Toxic Cloud this way. It would be, like, kind of okay. But it's going to block other movements here. I'm going to wait and see how far my hacker can go. Yeah, he can go a lot farther. So we've killed 2 guards. Actually, we've killed 3 guards. We've dissolved 2 corpses. Signal Grifted 1. That's cool. I think I want to go this way. Like, just dodge the landmine and go this way to get to this box, and then down. And then, of course, getting up to this, there's 2 avenues. There's very far right side of the map, or there's, like, kind of up the middle. Of course, it's got a lot of guard and camera coverage, which is a little bit scary. So I'm not sure what the right pathing is. I mean, there is a world where we actually path this way. Actually, it actually seems kind of good. If our pathing is going this way, like we've grabbed, we grabbed this box, and now we're going to path all the way back. Go up here, grab this. Camera doesn't see. Obviously, the prox mine matters for the hacker. Have to keep that down. It's hackable, though, so it's not that big of a deal. I believe you have to move for prox mines to blow up. I think if you end your turn, it doesn't hit you. But I think, yeah, we're gonna run to this box, this host, this box, and then come across here, and then hope our evac is like in one of these 2 spots. I think that's gonna be the angle. So let's start heading back. Let's be more than 11 meters away from the camera so we don't get seen, which we are. And I think I will try to cheat forward and throw Toxic Cloud at them, and then get away from the cameras, basically. It's gonna be free damage with like no real cost. You're standing. You have to try to get around this guy. Ooh, are you... You might turn and see the body. I don't know if this camera turns or not. I feel like this is the kind of thing that would stay still, but... I'm not sure how they designed it. Either way, the goal is to go kind of over this way and rejoin the team on this side of the map. That should be decent. That should be functional. For now, I think we yield. Let the guards all have their turns. You're going away, which is fine for me. I don't care that you're there. Yeah, we'll be able to outrun you, almost certainly. I don't want him to see me. I'm going to move my hacker. I think him going across here is very reasonable. Not worried about the Whistler just yet, but this puts him out of eyesight, like, for sure. Okay, another guard there. Good to know. Looks like long-range camera range is roughly 30 meters. Probably about 30. Like, these are 11. Or, sorry, these are 11. Guards are 18. Snipers are, I believe, 22. And looks like long-range cameras are 30. That's what it looks like, anyway. Which means if you upgrade packet loss to get range twice, you can actually have your packet loss outrange long-range cameras, which is kind of interesting. All right, just make our progress. I don't see a reason to do anything different. I think I can make this open road run and it's fine. Start with this. Because I might consider just to go for a stun if I just want to be really risk averse, right? I don't think either of you are doing anything special. I think you're both standing on your platforms, but I kind of want to keep away from this camera, and we can just put this ability on cooldown. It's only down for turn 4. It's back on turn 5. So I'm gonna go poison these guards. I don't need a Venom Trap. I don't think they need to die. But this is... Actually, they wouldn't die to Venom Trap. Because this is going to do 225, and Venom will do... Actually, no, Venom will last for 4 turns now. So... Venom would kill. And I don't need to kill them. I just want them low for... When I eventually get to the side of the map, it makes the combat easier. But if they die, it starts their body timers. Nice. Hits the second person. That's not bad. You're stunned, you're walking, but you're not going to catch me yet. But see, now I'm glad I poisoned you, because you're going to be not yet annoying, but eventually annoying. Alright, I'm going to push for high ground this turn. I think I'm fine to Tactical Surge now. Pause here. He can wait on how we kill that guy. I'll have to fight him this turn. We're going to have Talon get into coordinated charge range. Thankfully, he already is. That's kind of nice. Let's get him away from this guard. Also, do want to knock down this camera. So that's easily in line crawler range. That's good. I still have... This is my final turn of... Oh, no, it's not actually. Looks like Rewind is already over. That's fine with me. So let's line crawler you. Down you go. And then, yeah, we can wait for those guards to do their actions, because I want to know where they're all going. Every one of them. Yep, you're standing, is what I expected. You're looking that way. You're standing, as known. Sure. Okay. And then there's one more guy, which is you. You can let our Cyber Knight go last, it's fine. Yeah, so they're both looking up that way, which is very easy for me to deal with. Okay, so you would see me. Do I care about that? I would need 4 AP to shoot several times. Because I would need to reload in the middle here. Looks like that's going to be the angle. Okay, I think that's fine. See a new guard, that's also okay. We'll take the reload. We'll shoot twice. Don't have to be right away, but you still have to die at some point, so whatever. Yeah, he doesn't have to die for now. I could Venom Trap as kind of free DPS. That seems kind of correct. I can't easily reach it, but it does seem like a good idea. If I go here, maybe here, that probably gets me Venom Trap range. Yeah, because Venom Trap throw range is 15 meters, which is what he's at. That'll be reachable. I think we just go for it. We can wear him down, kill him either this turn or next. I'm not sure yet. You get the gunfire. I've got to move a little farther forward. This guy dies in 1 or 2 shots. I want to kind of remove the body, actually. I'm going to delay. I guess there's no rush on Dissolve here. Camera's not going to see it. You're not going to see it, I don't think, anyway. Someone's going to grab this loot box. It actually probably is going to be the Scourge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to here. If I high roll on damage, she's dead. Cool. Dissolve seems free here. This camera's not going to see anything. It's actually, yeah, if we don't spawn here, this camera doesn't do anything, which is fine with me. Probably can't Alpha Strike you. Ooh, wow. Yeah, you would see me is the problem. That's enough of your vision cone that it matters. So I don't want to get seen. If I go here, I can stun. And I think that's actually very, very safe. It tells me I'm in stun range. 1.3 meters is definitely in range. You can't see. Your initiative is bad enough that I don't care. And so this allows me to be close to where I want to be. This stun does good damage. You're not going to report me, because you basically cannot. Your turn is done. We're going to get our first security escalation, but it shouldn't be a big deal either. You're taking 150 a turn, so you're actually at 220 or whatever. However, I don't have the corpse removal tools right now, so it's a little scary. I think I might just send my CK to grab this, because I don't think he wants to go into combat. Keep in mind that every turn I wait on this guard, it's taking 150 more free damage, so I'm not in a huge rush. Although, realistically, I have to probably wear him down at the beginning of next turn, so it's not really going to be the case. But we get our loot boxes. We get, I think this is a scope. Put him over there. I don't think I need to be worried about you guys, this camera or this guard. Could be famous last words, but I think I'm okay. Of course, my look ahead is still down. And this is not going to be in range, which is fine. Okay, pretty solid turn. Looks like, nice. It moved over. So our first escalation happens, but there's nothing happening, right? Like, they don't know where we are. They don't know of anything. So +1 tally is kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. You are stunned for this turn and the next, if I have my game mechanics remembered properly. Probably want to kill you. And Amble needs to disable his Prox Mine. And I have Rewind up in 2 turns, which is going to be probably pretty reasonable overall. These guys are probably going to turn and see corpses, which I don't have a good way around that. Right, like, let's see. I don't even have Dissolve up until next turn. We could let him walk forward, but I'm a little afraid of what that looks like. Like, we have to get pretty far away to not get spotted, and I'd rather start... Man, it's like, this cluster is actually kind of tough, because, like, I'd like to wait you out because you're dead to damage over time, like, long term. You guys are all going to see bodies and cause escalation for me unless I can one-shot everybody all at the same time. That's very, very unlikely. And I don't have enough tools to dissolve or, like, signal grift everything. Still want to get through these 3 boxes, of course. Still need to hack the Matrix host, of course. Taking down all the cameras and mines will be very helpful. Once that happens, I'll be looking forward to that. But otherwise, yeah, the tough thing is basically his body's going to get seen, and he'll have to kind of deal with whoever sees the body. And I'm not sure there's a good way around that, so we're just going to, like, you know what, screw it. Here's shot 1. Here's shot 2. I said they have to go for shot 3. Well, I can reload and let someone else do it, and have him hold onto his stun. That's probably superior. Have you delay. Red Gold has another upgraded pistol here, so... Is that range going to be appropriate? Yes. Okay. So down you go. We have a normal 4 tally per turn. We're escalating in 2 turns as a result. Somebody needs to kill him. If I biocoat you, you basically just die, I think. Because he's taking, what, 100 a turn? And he's at... Okay, he's not quite dead. But he's still stunned for this turn. And he should be stunned for the next, unless there is a bug. Actually, no, that's not true. He's only stunned for this turn. Which means you have to kill him. So it's got to be this. If you have a... Oh, let me crit, so the biocoat didn't matter. That's fine, though. It's whatever. But yeah, basically, if you have a the improved power slice from Cyber Sword, it improves the stun duration to 2 turns, which is very nice, as you might have surmised. Okay, so that goes down. Try to go in for only 1 AP, which should work here. Let's see how big the host is. We are PL5 after all. It's not tiny, not huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This still counts as... I think this counts as medium in their internal rubrics. Regardless, this, of course, doesn't do anything right now. We could try to get through the CPU and the APU. And we have to get through the SPU no matter what, which means we're going to need 0 interrupt. All right, well, let's go ahead and load our leverage. 30 deck shield means I can skip hard shell for now and save action points. That might not be important, but I didn't know. Tally and connection use. Scan for more. This is connection health and tally. So what's interesting is if your security escalation is minus connection health, then this is better, is just like more damaging than this, because this would have to happen 7 times to get an escalation, right? And the escalation is not 70 connection damage. The thing is, though, most escalations are not connection damage. I don't think I'm going to need to go through all of them, which means even though on like a direct comparison, this is more deadly than this, I think in actual practice, this matters more by a little bit. For example, the connection is minus some deck shield. I don't like that. That's bad for me. So we're going to move here. It's a pretty clear 0 interrupt here. These are just very annoying, right? All 3 of these trigger right away. 0 interrupt that. Scan for the stuff down here. We should probably take them down. I have to go for... Actually, no. I can Ripple Compression. And that will allow me to jump into... Because that'll unload what? That'll give me 100 IO back. Which means I can Ripper, still load Deception, still load Disarm, and I still have another program back afterwards. So let's go here and knock down some devices. Remote controls, load a program, damage to connection. Okay, well, we'll take connection damage again. Don't load any programs, got it. Sleaze you because I have to. And then which cameras do I care about? 1 doesn't matter. 2 doesn't matter either. 3 doesn't matter. 4 probably doesn't matter either, actually. So it's landmine 1. Landmine 3. Yeah, basically just landmine 1 and 3, right? I think that's all I care about. So landmine 1. And landmine 3. Because I'll probably walk past that in the next 5 turns. Alright. Not the most exciting. Is what it is. Yep. Some more deck shield getting hit. So I will load up hard shell when I have to. Download, use a program. Okay, so this is obviously the order. Now, one option here, actually, is that I can go hard shell right now to be more action point efficient, which I believe is actually correct here. These shouldn't trigger on, like... Right, it's a talent, not a program. Oh, shoot, I forgot. This is 5 AP, not 10. Which doesn't really change anything. I still do it this way, but... Cool, I have 1 AP left when I had 2 AP left. I saved 1 AP by using hard shell first. Not a very big deal. It happened. 20 extra deck shield definitely matters. Yeah. I would have lost 1 deck health already if not for the leverage. So, and it would probably keep getting worse with more escalations. All right. Well, you're fine. My camera angle has changed, so I'm going to kind of reset that a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, we can still wait for the last few cards to move. Okay, I'll have to kill you at some point. Okay, you're still not going to matter yet. You're still looking that way mostly. Okay, you do matter. Okay, the odds of killing you are relatively low. But because you have +1 move point, you can almost certainly get your atomic stutter off. That's going to be scary because you're likely to see the body if he dies. So she'll have to die at some point too. I'm going to have Signal Growth back, but this camera's going to for sure see something that I care about. Alright, I can ignore you for a bit, but you're going to give some tally, so I do want to kill you. I think I'm going to go for Sword Swipes. I think that's actually superior. Then going for the pistol. Good damage. Decent damage. Okay, alternate option, of course, going for the pistol here. 69% because of range, and not great. Have it closer anyway. So if I go to here... I get a bit of recoil from movement. I get a guaranteed glancing hit. And with his health being down to 55, I believe this will always kill. The downside is his corpse probably falls into her line of sight, which means I'd probably rather stutter and kill her during the turn. So I'm going to use my stun up here. It's going to require me to have the damage to kill these guys, but I think it's okay. So I get to delay some security escalation, basically. She's now missing 75 more health, which means we can finish killing her pretty reliably. We get to kill another camera. Thank you, Line Crawler. And there's still no info, right? This guy has no info at all. So there's still nothing to be sent toward, right? There's no forward movement to be required. I'm curious what your patrol path is, though. Okay, for now it's fine. I don't believe you see my hacker. I think his lip covers it. I think shooting you is fine. I'm going to marker sights for accuracy, probably. My base accuracy is going to be 79, so I'm not guaranteed glancing hits. I think it's actually fine to go for a marker sights here. And just guarantee the kill. You end up being poisoned, have to kill you anyway. So let's just go for it. Shot 1. Shot 2. I'm going to let someone else get the kill so we can Signal Grift. I mean, Signal Grift is kind of bad because of this camera, but... Like, this camera will see the body if I don't get it with the Scourge. And he does have Dissolve back. But it's also coming back up next, like, this turn. So depending if it turns or not, right, I might get caught out. Either way, don't know what I can do. I think we just take the kill after all. Actually, what I'm going to do, it's slightly better, is reload then shoot in melee range. This likely kill is not guaranteed. But this allows me to... Yeah, I didn't get it. Okay, that's too bad. That would have allowed me to have 3 more bullets for the same action point cost. Right, instead of sword swipe for 2, is reload and shoot for 2. But again, it obviously didn't work out. Making progress, though. Definitely a very interesting map with how open it is. You have a lot of new problems to solve. I'm going to wait for him. You're just not going to find me. Again, I'm going to wait for him. Alright, Hacker, what else can you finish? Right, I have to block these programs. Take my optional loot. Scan for new stuff to deal with. I'm going to go for this early and then come back down. That way I can... Because otherwise, right, if I do it very last, I don't get any upside from the CPU spike. I don't get value out of the security level being reset back down. So, obviously go in this order. There's no reason to preload anything. We're just going to hit no op twice and hope it's good enough. Okay, we lost some more connection health. We lost scan. We lost even more other stuff. There's the spike finally. Okay. I don't want to go here because spiking this requires using attack over and over and over again. I don't want that. I find that to be very tedious. So we're just going to go for the optional loot here, and that will clean up the host. It'd be nice to have it, but yeah, it's just not... It's not realistic here. We'll go... Actually, I'm going to tank Tally because we just reset the sec level. Okay. And I think I can maybe, if there's... Well, it depends how many downloads there are, but I might be able to clean up the entire host on this turn. If not, it'll be next turn. So if you exit, download, and any action. Okay. I'm going to use this now. It won't actually matter, no matter what. Basically, here's the thought process, right? So escalations can deload your programs. Escalations will turn ice back on. If it's deload the program, I've already used 1 charge, and so, you know, at least I got partial value out of it. I got half the value of the program, even if it gets deloaded. If they turn ice back on, I mean, I guess it's really kind of the same. It actually might have been incorrect to do that, because the odds of hitting this program are pretty low. The odds of turning all the ice back on are a little bit higher. Also, ultimately, there was never going to get an escalation because of how much tally there was. So it truly didn't matter what order we took the events in. But there is a small optimization around the order that you disable ice and use programs when an escalation is pending, because it might matter. Again, very, very small. Didn't in this case, but whatever. If you download Damage Cyberdeck, okay, well, we know the drill. It's all the same stuff. Get a bunch of accounts. The names don't actually matter because they get sanitized once you take them, but great. Next turn, you can take 2 more downloads, then disconnect, and I'm not going to bother the APU. You can see that, like, a lot of this ice has, like, 100-something health anyway. Traps are squishier than active ice. I don't know if passive ice have in the middle, but worth noting that, like, right, this trap is 70 health, and these active ice have... I guess this is a passive, right? This is a passive with 106. This is an active with 120. This is a trap with 70. So generally your AoEs kill traps reliably, but they don't always kill the other stuff. You can see, like, right, Null Op does 55-ish damage, which wouldn't always kill if it weren't for Overclock bumping my damage by 25%, bringing it up to, like, 70, which now does reliably kill, right? I think my min roll, if I double tap, would be 125. Anyway, clean next turn, looks like. So I want you to die, and I want to dissolve your corpse. I need to yield to second because he has to actually get this kill. Because I'm not going to have the AP to get the kill myself. So unfortunately, I had to waste some. It's too bad, but it is what it is. This camera, if it turns, is going to see my entire party. I don't have a way around that one. Probably can't fully bypass you, but we'll at least be ready to go for a surge next turn. I'm going to stand here and then reload. Actually, reloading for 1 bullet seems kind of incorrect. Shooting is definitely incorrect because it's going to alert people for no reason. Maybe I just make more forward progress then. And I stand here, get ready to attack everybody. You're not going to look at me, and you're not going to look at me either, right? We know what both of their movements are, so I guess making progress is just free upside. I have to spend AP moving anyway, so let's just be smart about it. Can I get it from here? Yes. That one's been quote-unquote discovered, but not really. Goodbye to that body. If I had more Dissolve, I would use it, but I don't. I guess Venom Trap is actually free upside here. We know we're going to try to kill him eventually. Now, it's worth noting this does not do more damage than my pistol. But it's also 1 AP and can't miss. And doesn't alert people, so I get that 75 damage without having to do other stuff. Yes, we get 1 tally again. There were permutations. Probably could have turned devices back on. Probably could have shortened body timers. Tactical Surgically hits the team. And so the question is, how aggro am I willing to be? You are not scary yet, however... I think we're gonna go for the kill here, actually. I think he'll be annoying enough when I can't bypass him. And then you... I think we can just get enough damage here with everybody else that it's not gonna be a problem. Actually, one consideration is killing in melee. The reason I would stun is to lower their armor. But I don't think I'm going to need to for the melee weapon. I think we just kind of run up and just hit a few times. I will not quite be in stun range, but I can't think that I need... Well, it's actually free upside here. I'm going to stun him anyway. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, it's going to be fine. I'm going to stun you anyway. Even though it isn't necessary. Just because you'll take more damage with the crit vulnerability and the armor reduction. So you get 3 strikes here. That's a much better hit. Thank you. And down you go. Yeah, so it was like 1 glance, then 2 regular hits, right? Yeah, first hit was a glance. Alright, well, you're done. We got our kills. That's nice. So, Signal Grift you. And then slowly make our way through with melee weapons here. I could have gone for pistol. That actually might have been better, considering the movement up and down the stairs that's required, but it's not a big enough deal. Okay, so our last 2 downloads, right? These are all disabled. So you are done. Congratulations. We cleaned out 3 sets of downloads. We got the CPU. We got the objective. No cyberdeck damage thanks to our leverage, right? We would have taken 16 cyberdeck damage. That would have mattered. You can disconnect. I don't want to run through the camera, so I'm going to have to run... Oh, darn. Camera sees me no matter what I do. Well, exit's that way, and it's faster that way. So I'm going to go ahead and... This was connected, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So I should have actually turned that camera off. That's funny. I didn't know. I didn't realize that was the fastest route. Either way, we have 3 loot boxes over here that I want. And I want him to then be with the team while doing that. So even though he could run for the evac, I want him to be part of the team. So I'm going to move him up this way instead. This way he can help with, like, this camera in 2 turns. He can just kind of get some coverage as we grab this last lockbox. We don't have to. Realistically, I'm basically choosing between, like, these lockboxes and getting a little bit more security level. But, like, we're not going to sec level 6. That's just not happening. And I'm not too worried about reinforcements. Because, you know, street gang reinforcements aren't that strong overall. I think biocoding you is reasonable, because then you'll just die on your own, and I can ignore you. So now you're just dead. You're dead. I mean, you were dead probably too close to Venom Trap anyway, but now you're really dead. I'm going to stand here. That should be a safe spot to stand. I'm away from most cameras. This is turned off for several turns still. I cannot easily reach you. I'm sure I can't get a clever bounce. That's fine. I didn't expect one. But as you're poisoned, we'll have to deal with you at some point. I'll take my reload because we'll have to kill you. And then it's like basically grab this box, get out. This team's going to come in from this side. We'll leave back here. Should be very reasonable. We've managed to fully bypass you. The AI has had no reason to tell you to go anywhere. Okay, we finally got spotted, right? For the first time all mission, this finally existed. You know, unfortunately, this host just doesn't, you know, spot the camera, right? It's not tied in, so we couldn't have removed it if we wanted to. But I would have. If I could have, I clearly would have knocked these things down if I could have. This wasn't possible. This mine is still down for only this turn. So I probably am not going to go for anything too fancy. We'll get our loot. Another... Yeah, so what's really nice about getting to around power level 4 to 5 is your loot box contents get a lot better. Around this point in time is when you start getting a really, really good amount of like blueprint power. I don't think that looks possible. I kind of want to press it to see what happens, but that doesn't seem correct. It reminds me of, so if any of you watch the YouTube channel Gotham Chess, he's doing a tournament of like chatbots playing chess, and they'll just like invent moves that don't exist. Like they'll be like, my knight that's already dead moves to c3. It's like, that's not legal. Okay. Because all they do is like just print out words, right? They just print out letters. And so obviously they hallucinate as they tend to do. I just found that kind of funny. So it's kind of like that, right? We're just like showing up out of nowhere. It's like, no, that's not really how that works. Oh well. I can shoot or I can venom trap. I think I just shoot. I might even kill. Yep, it does. Cool. You're still useless. I love it. But because the camera saw us, there's like actual gameplay happening. Oh yeah, I should try to buff people when I can. Not a hard time with that one. I'll have to wait a turn. Probably till he gets closer. It's fine, whatever. So you get a bunch more escalation. So this is, I think, from... Yeah, I think actually the entire +6 is from cameras, so I think we're going to get reinforcements here, and I'll have to be a little bit smart. You still can't turn anything off. I could next turn probably, right? I could run to here, and then I could packet loss this prox mine. That would let my 7 take a more direct route. It's probably correct. Nothing else to do with his action points, really. Okay, here's going to be reinforcements. Yep. Thankfully, they are a little bit far back. You get a Blooder, a Street Warrior, and a Street Berserk, and a Chop Shop. Okay, the Street Warrior is the guy who's already on the map, of course. Yep, you've been told to act, because that makes sense. Just double checking. Yep, here's the Chop Shop, Shotgunner. Get the Chop Shield. Here's the Street Berserk. Here's the Blooder. Blooders have grenades that put damage over time on you. Oh, this is still down. Okay, I misjudged the timer on stuff. Should end my turn here. I'll get coordinated charge next turn. That should let me reach no problem. We're hitting sec level 4, unfortunately. I can't do anything about that. Just kind of is what it is. I'm going to have you wait, though, so I can get coordinated charge on. Do I want to run here and catch my Scourge? I think I do, because he's actually the farthest away. So running all the way up here to catch him, I think is just pretty clearly correct. And then for funsies, so nothing else to do, I'm going to go ahead and line crawler this. It is unlikely to do anything, but it's kind of free. I'm going to tox that over here, slow him down a little bit. And then I'll make the run for the exit. We're going to get to sec level 4. We got another good scope, which is nice. I don't know if that one works for pistols or if it's rifles. Of course, you guys are going to see some of the bodies, so we're getting some escalation. These guys being up in the middle there is a little bit scary, but we're fine. Let's go park people by the exit. He has nothing he can really do. There's not much upside there. Turn 10 sense net data. Yeah, we didn't poison anybody, unfortunately. We get an escalation. What is it? Is it body timers? Oh, I guess it's body timers. No, it's putting the devices back on. Okay. Yep, so that's back. Camera sees us. Oh, you're getting close by. That's scary. We're thankfully far enough away, but yeah, they could roll high initiative and, you know, just be involved in the fight already. But yeah, this is like a useless pressure sensor as far as I can tell. I don't think it does anything. Either way, you're done. Tactical Surge clearly hits the team. Have to go around, but we have more than enough move points, so it's fine. The camera CV doesn't matter. The turn's going to end before security ticks up, so it'll be sec level 4. Which is enough for all the objectives. We got every single optional loot that we possibly could have, because I don't believe it was possible to get that gold key room. Which, whatever. Not the end of the world. Brand new map. Definitely interesting. I personally actually really enjoy open sight lines for stealth maps, because it allows me more options. I'm not so cramped. The bonus XP does flow into your secondaries, by the way. So these guys got 80% of 22 each, which is cool. Pretty good money, of course. A lot of stuff from this, right? We got a silencer for probably a assault rifle. This is, I think, an assault rifle. Maybe it's a sniper rifle scope. We'll investigate what the armor is for. And then, you know, decent amount of stuff here. Mostly files and accounts, so just money here. I'm fine if most of the good loot is actually in lockboxes. I'm happy if overall things are a bit easier. So I'm going to take my save here. Since I've broken out of Chrome and I'm doing saves, so I can force myself into playing newer maps, right? This is a relatively new map as well. It's a going to be a actually relatively difficult siege. Free Streets at power level 10 can run Pobots, so they have access to droids. Those are going to be a little bit scary. So yeah, what else are there to do in this? Because if we advance timeline forward, we get screwed here, right? And this mission gets dropped, then we want to run the mission. We sadly do have stress again on our hacker because he took stress while he was there. So we can't do anything about that because if we let time go forward and let her get out of the detox, she's not going to get out of the detox, right? This is going to, you know, this is going to disable, right? It's going to go away. So what's going to happen is we're going to be like, hey, who's going to actually run this mission, right? Probably shouldn't be you. Probably should be you instead because you should be more powerful overall. Let's go ahead and move stuff around, right? So we sort by gear. We say, well, my hacker's not going, of course. Let's get rid of your stuff. We know that the secondary Scourge is going to. So what should you have? I don't know. Maybe an SMG? It's probably better than this, right? Let's get rid of the mods, of course. But it's SMG or revolver. I think we'll go SMG. Why not? Of course, you can take, you know, strong melee. This one's got the mod attached, so you, of course, run this one. Here's your armor. Here's your... I don't have any more concussion grenades, but I do have smoke. Okay, so I guess we'll run a Dazzler after all. Here's your smoke. Okay, great. He's, like, kind of geared up. Of course, he has all his talent points available, so... Yeah, we try to take 1 point and dissolve, 1 point and disorient. I mean, not exactly ideal, to be honest. But here, you should go max Brainworm. If you don't have anything else to do, just go max Brainworm, it's fine. Venom Trap's a little bit harder to use. I can just, like, stack Biocoat instead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or even, like, 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 2 charges, but I think 3 charges is correct. So here you go. Dissolve is obviously useless if I can retrain him. Do I have enough tokens? Do I have tokens? Do I have tokens? Do I have tokens? I have 1 token. It's okay, I guess. This isn't due for 10 days, so I can get a token from this building and retrain my hacker if needed. So I think I'm going to do that, actually. Even though I just trained him, I'm going to retrain him and be like, just kidding, buddy. Let's go into our agent real quick first and say, hey, what else do we need? I don't think I need the duration on line crawler. I could take supremacy. It's fine. I've got smokescreen in a good spot. I've got this into a pretty good spot. I can start taking soldier talents, make marker sights better. I like these 3 points in marker sights. I think Iron Grip is okay. Going into Iron Grip plus the aim lock side, I think does really well for dealing damage. I don't have... Actually, I did recently get a bunch of good SMGs. I'll show you. Blueprint-wise, I got access to one of the, like, arguably, like, second best SMG in the game. 3 hits at 38 pure damage is quite good. Max range of 20, outpour range of 25, very good. You can compare it to, like, this gun, and it's, like, kind of not close. Like, the green bars are the second gun, and it's like, yeah, it's a bit more accurate. Yeah, you get more ballistic damage, but you don't get the pure damage, which is just a huge deal. You get less range. This doesn't matter as much. You get more shred, but who cares? Like, I don't know. Like this stat right here is actually just gigantic. This is like just where so much of your damage comes from that I think it's still better in overall, even though like accuracy difference, even though bullet count difference, even though armor shred difference, range plus pure damage just like makes it immediately better. At least as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, when I have money and I'm done crafting that, I'll start crafting these. And I can put silencers on these and make them, I mean, they're not quiet, right? 33 meters is not great. But with a basic silencer, this goes to 23 meters, and this is still better than optimal range. And so, hey, you know, you can, as long as you're playing from really far away, still get that. Regardless, that'll all be done at another point in time when my nanofab isn't currently busy. But yeah, I'm going to start building those out, and that'll make... suddenly I'll have like really, really high-end secondaries that do a ton of damage. And I could be really good at ranged combat, even in like loud mission types. So field up center is here. I'm going to probably grab the minus armor for 2 turns. It's this or move speed at 1 move point. Both are good. Keep in mind that turn 1 is going to have like 12-ish AP per character. That's not quite true. No, it is, yeah. It's going to have 13 AP per character, 3 from Tactical Surge, 3 from Hot Drop, and then 1 from Coordinated Charge. They'll also have plus 25% move speed. And so I'll go to 13 action points in the first turn. And those action points, I have 50% bonus move speed, which means I can cover a lot of ground and do a lot of attacking. Or I can say, well, we're going to attack. I want to deal double damage to those attacks. This is almost certainly actually better in terms of guard the armor being killable. So that's going to be the play. Going to pick up that. I do think getting level 3 field ops and hack station is really, really nice for making these combat missions a lot easier to run. Hack station is really good for like making you know, file hunts, matrix file hunts nicer. Bunch of IA, bunch of AP, really good stuff there. Underworld hub token, nobody's currently, well, I've got some time before I have to go and update. Yeah, here we go. Here's the Legger come on. I can wait on that one for a little bit. Okay, they're busy in the detox. I don't need my hacker to go on this mission, of course. So it's this mission, right? If I do the planning and I say, hey, here's my mercs, I'm going to go into your profile, I'm going to go to your class training, and I'm going to respec you to not have dissolve. And I think I still keep disorient is the funny thing. Actually, oh, I can't even learn these anyway because they cost 2 points. There's actually nothing to gain. If I go through here, right, I can spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points to save 3. I can't use this talent anyway. But if I dropped 2 points, I would, well, I'd be able to save on dissolve, but I have to drop something like Brainworm Charge, which I'm not going to do, or like Biocoat Bullet Charge, which I'm also not going to do. So there's not really a reason to path through here just to get, like, just to learn Venom Trap. And if I, like, unlearn Dissolve, I get to take 10 HP and will. Nah, don't care. So as for the Agent EX, though, I don't completely mind Smokescreen range. I don't completely mind Supremacy, but I think what's probably more correct is if I'm playing Stealth, I would go into things like Line Crawler, Bouncing, and Duration. Maybe give maxed out Line Crawler another shot at bouncing around and killing a whole bunch of devices. You know, maybe. These 2 travel nodes for Signal Grift is a little scary, but whatever. I think, though, for now, because we're going into a fight mission, let's go ahead and just bump up Marker Sights. It's Marker Sights or Iron Grip, really. Iron Grip is probably slightly superior at this point. Actually, Overwatch probably superior. I should take Overwatch as a combat talent. So here's the core squad. Of course, we're going to need to put scopes on stuff. This guy does not need a pistol like that. I think we should give him something nicer. In fact, we're going to go over to you. We need to hand over the good revolvers. Thank you very much. My Agent EX can run a good revolver. Here's a scope. Congrats. So my Scourge has an SMG, which I think is fine. Accuracy is not horrible. The nice thing about SMGs, actually, is you get a 60% guaranteed graze, which means it's very, very easy to land Biocoat Bullet, because a graze will still apply it, and so you can make that really, really reliable. Then this guy can just, you know, use a revolver with a scope, and he's fine. Actually, I'm curious if I have access to anything new here. Yeah, 1 actually 2 recoil, not worth it. if you get your gun runner contact to limit break to level 2 weapon mods, there is a like 3 accuracy 4 recoil grip, which is like much more reasonable and probably worth spending on. But like obviously can't run that, but yeah. Let's see. Obviously get rid of the silencer. But I think without the silencer, these are still the better weapons. Like, I can run this or I can run a slugger. And it's like, well... Actually, hold on. I guess I'll remove the other mods first to make the comparison more fair. So if I want this or level 1 revolver, it's, you know, 100 pure damage for 70 ballistic damage is obviously way better. But the 14% accuracy bump is a pretty big deal. I don't know. It still feels superior, actually. I think we're going to run... Gonna run those. I think I'll keep the Scourge with the Raptor though. Actually, here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna also run this Raptor because you guys have Biocoat, and so I want the giant accuracy shots here with giant range, and then my Cybernite is going to run this SMG. I think that's gonna be the play here. So you've got a revolver for the Agent EX. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch over because he's got Overwatch. Him having this SMG with 67 base accuracy means he's very likely to land that Overwatch shot, and that's going to be a positive for him. So I think that's the slightly better play. So they're not running silencers, because of course we're not. We are running glint coating on all of our melee weapons. I'm tilted by the order, so I'm going to move that around, even though it doesn't matter at all. It looks cooler to me, so there we go. Right, we've got glint coating. We've got the heavy X grip on 2 of these guys, which I think is reasonable. On what are arguably the stronger weapons. Maybe, I mean, is my Scourge going to use... Actually, he's got, yeah, glint coating anyway, but yeah, does he want the grip, right? Like, who's going to be spending action points on what is kind of the question I have, right? Who's most likely to use melee weapons? And it's probably like the guy with the smoke and the Cyberknight who has a bunch of move speed. So I think it's reasonable like this. Concussion and smoke, concussion and metacloud, concussion and smoke, and dazzler and smoke. That all seems very reasonable. This is my setup for the next mission. We've got melee weapons. We've got ranged weapons. I do not have a contact to let me deploy a 5th Merc, although this is very, very good. It is a reason to either have Liat as one of your starting characters. He comes with a hover transport, or getting Underworld Hub all the way up to level 3, which, to be fair, I am trying to have happen. I just don't have the money for it. But level 3 Underworld lets you get a new contact. Actually, can I possibly get the money? So I'm going to save again. Can I get the money to... get the hover contact? Because if so, I'm going to have a 5th person. Let's see. Still can't sell those. I'm tempted to sell the Vorpal Edge. Actually, can I even sell it? Yes. So here's the thing. I'm saving a lot of these to limit break Origami Joe when the rest of the influence queue has been cleared out, and I can make him generate the new the power play mission. But some of these, like these bad SMGs, I don't care about anymore, right? We have better SMGs, so we can just sell these outright, and it's fine. So those are gone. I could sell the Vorpal Edge because I'm going to use Hyper Clubs and Mono Cutters probably. So Vorpal Edge is good because it, wow, it's actually only 1 armor shred. That's interesting because the Omni Slice is 2. So if we compare, right? Vorpal Edge is like clearly more damage. It's more accuracy, more ballistic damage, more pure damage. 75 base shred chance. It's very good. But the active here, right? The Omni Slice is 2 armor cutter and the Vorpal Edge is only 1. And they both only have 2 shots at it. So, like, anyone with, like, 3 or 4 protection points, which we're going to see in the mission coming up, you'd kind of rather have the extra cuts here, but obviously getting, you know, 0.25 per matters. Now, it's worth noting, by the way, this stacks. If you roll the basic armor shred and use armor cutter, they will both shred. This will be additive. It will not preclude your basic armor shred chance. So that does matter some. And if you're a cyber sword and you're using, like, slash slide on a group, and you're hitting 4 people... well, you're shredding 3 armor every single time instead of shredding 2 armor every single time. That's going to make up for it right away. Plus the damage, plus the accuracy, plus everything else. Also of note, you cannot shred armor if it's a glancing hit. So accuracy helps make sure you're actually allowed to roll for armor shred. All that said, though, feels kind of bad. You know, Vorpal Edge versus Mono Cutter. Mono Cutter has 180 more base damage, but no pure damage means it's actually less damage in a lot of cases. It's less baseline armor shred as well. Its active, I would argue, is worse. It's just here's 180 flat damage instead of shredding armor. It's got fewer charges. It's going to have 6 shreds in the Vorpal. Yeah, it's kind of like a worse weapon. Like I'd be happy to use the Vorpal, so I don't really want to sell it. Can sell some accounts at least. We can get another person in the influence chain right here. Dancehall, you're at 80. Congratulations. But I have to get up to like 750. Actually, it'd be 750 and the 8 days here was actually not possible. So I don't know why I pivoted like that. I don't have the space. It's not possible for me. So all right, well, that's where we're going to be taking our mission from then. And yeah, I think we have the squad. So next mission is going to be running a map tile set I've not played Siege on before, and additionally it'll be against some bots and stuff, which will be interesting as well. Not much else to say. I'm going to end up doing a bunch of save and reloads at the start of the mission to try to get it to be the hardest permutation of guards possible to actually force in multiple bots, because the roster is random. It does not actually generate the guards until you load in. It just generates the map and the starting point and like all the objectives and stuff. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for me. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.